Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite, Written Ralph talking to you straight from our show here, Apple Bites, where we take a bite out of the apple and share it with you. Tonight we got, of course, our co-host Matta Sorcier, and Dewayne is hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Exactly. Dude, I just came from Kaiju Big Battle this weekend. You know, on Sunday, I was hanging out with our pal, and we were watching the kaiju fight each other. It was glorious, folks. If you haven't had a chance,
wait. So, I'm sorry to interrupt, but when you say watching the kaiju fight each other, is it people in kaiju costumes battling, and they have like a little city?
Uh-huh.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Kaiju Big Battle.
Why have I never been to that? And
Dude,
how do I fix this?
It was glorious. The next time it's on, I'll see if I can bring you with us.
Yes.
Tony was supposed to go with me yesterday, but Tony was feeling sick, so he wasn't able to go.
Hope he's feeling all right now.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta say, it was just amazing. It was a battle and a half. On the Instagram, you guys can go see the video that I put together. That's not even half the footage.
Oh my god.
That's like a teeny tiny bit of all the footage I shot. And the footage I shot doesn't even do justice for all the stuff I saw. Dude, that ending alone was like epic.
All right. More questions. So can somebody just sign up to be a kaiju and fight, or is this all just like professional kaiju only? I'm asking all the important questions here.
You know, now I'm gonna go hit up our friend and go, hey, big boss man. Can anybody just
can I just put on a giant moth costume and just like unleash havoc? Like, this is what I'm asking, really.
That does sound pretty cool.
Dude, I wanted to jump into the ring. It looked like a lot of fun. Oh my god, it was just a blast, folks. You know, you guys, if you haven't had a chance, go check out Kaiju Big Battle. It's just so much fun. It's in this bar in Brooklyn.
Oh, that's even better. I get to get drunk and watch people dressed as kaiju fight each other.
Food, you got drinks, dude, the crowd was magnificent. It was like everybody was friends. And then, you know, you're all chanting for your favorite kaiju.
Amazing. All right, I'm going next year. This does happen.
I think their next show is in March.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll see you there.
If I remember right from when we were at the show, I think the next show is in March.
All right, so it's not just like a once a year type thing. It's like every so often.
He just finished coming from Japan, where they actually went to Japan to do the Kaiju Big Battle.
My God, I can imagine it's like 10 times more bonkers over there.
Yeah, and I think yesterday's was like the finale to 30 years of what they've been doing, because these guys have been around for 30 years.
I've been around for almost 40, and I have not heard about this before.
The funny thing is, you might have, because you remember G4 used to have the same thing. It was them. It was Kaiju Big Battle that was on G4.
Huh, I did not watch enough TV.
You have to have been watching G4, though. You know, we all remember G4, the beautiful gaming channel.
Yeah, I remember I used to watch G4 for like Ninja Warrior, because that was always good family bonding time.
Yes, so around that same time, they started doing Kaiju Big Battle.
Huh. I used to like to watch like the tryouts when everyone was just like falling and hurting themselves, and then when the professionals got through and it was like round 2 and stuff, we're like, not that interesting anymore.
Folks, it is Christmas time. It is time for our Christmas picks, and you know, we all know that we love Alpacasews here, and their freaking coffee kittens are just amazing, and you guys have to have them. I got to see them firsthand at New York Comic Con, because that's when they showed them off.
Coffee kittens, that's like 2 of my favorite things in one spot.
Oh, dude, they come in these little coffee cups. You know, it's just ooh. Of course, I'm
You're just trying to get me to spend money over here.
Of course, I'm trying to get you to spend.
Oh my god!
There's a matcha kitten and there's a mocha kitten, and
they're beautiful.
Yeah, right now I think they're doing this on Backer Kit, so you guys can sign up. I'll put the link into the comment section so you guys can go do this. These kittens, dude, their stuffies is just amazing.
I mean, so soft.
Amazing. Dude, they got a Mothman with a cute little butt.
Really just take my money here.
That's what I said. I was like, I want the Mothman with the cute little butt.
I feel like if you don't want the Mothman with the cute little butt, there's something wrong with you. I don't know.
And dude, they just have such great stuffies. She started off with Mothman and a couple of the other are Bigfoot and the rest of the guys. Then she started doing the coffee kittens, and she does the book dragons. And dude, let me see. I think I got my daughter's one I got for her right here. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. All right, you need to full screen that. There we go.
Look, she even got glasses.
Did it come with the glasses?
Yep.
No freaking way.
Look at that. And the same thing with the kittens. They come in these little things. Aren't they cute?
My goodness.
And the quality of these things are just like, woo.
I can tell just by looking at the fur. Like, they didn't cheap out on like the fluffiness.
No, she did not at all. And I'm telling you, when we were there at New York Comic Con, it was so interesting because I had been following her since her first Kickstarter, and it was the first time we got to meet.
Aw.
Look at it, you got Grant going, "Hello guys."
Hey Grant.
And Japan is over here going, "I heard about it during my wrestling photographer phase." See, so Japan heard about the kaiju big battles.
If you know what, if there's anything involving like weird wrestling and stuff, like Japan is on it.
Little City in the Ring, yes. Oh, it was just amazing, folks. Oh.
From the clip I saw, I enjoyed watching. I think it was the trash can just dive bombing on the big old teddy bear he had going.
Oh, so you did. You saw
oh my God.
Saw the video.
All right, I need to.
You know what? I'm gonna show you guys. I can't play the music, but I can show off one of the videos that I did for this.
Yes, please
do. It was just so much fun. Let's see. Here we go. I'll talk as I go over here. That's the Bitten Apple TV. I gotta look myself up.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I can probably go to Boss Man's page. Yeah, I can go to Boss Man's page. Boss Monster Kaiju. Because yep, he put it on his page too. And there we go.
All right, I need to see this.
Look at that city.
It's adorable.
Just the time and effort for that. It's just awesome.
Dude, this was just so much fun. Oh my God. You wouldn't think so, but who doesn't want to see
that? Oh my God.
Yeah. That's chicken what is it? Chicken kung fu soup? Kung fu chicken soup.
What?
Mm-hmm.
This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Teddy bear
teddy bear.
Right there.
Okay, it definitely looks like professionals, though. I don't think I could like suplex somebody.
Oh yeah, everybody was having fun for sure.
Dude, man, the crowd, the energy of that crowd. Oh my God.
I salute to all the people who were doing it. Just salute to them. Just to be able to get in costume and do that. That's cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like it's hard enough to wrestle as is, but wrestling in like a giant costume with like a block head on or something.
Oh. Oh my God! It really was a blast, folks. You guys really have to experience this. If you like,
I feel like I haven't lived yet.
Exactly. If you like kaiju, you like wrestling, you gotta. Oh, the storylines, the drama. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Wow. As you can tell. There goes Anthony going, "What's up, folks?"
Hey, Anthony.
Hello.
So Dewayne, now that we had a little fun with Kaiju Big Battle and showed off our beautiful little coffee kittens, why don't you tell the people all about what you do? Give them the spiel. Go for it.
I am Dewayne Dority, the creator of Wake Comics, aka the Wakeverse on IG. I've created a lot of great characters. I did a couple campaigns. My first campaign on Kickstarter was Crescent Blue Conquer Darkness. It was like my first like big dive into doing indie comics, and it funded, which was awesome because that's Crescent Blue is like my main brand character. And then I did Phantasmagoria with George Alvarez, who's doing Exodus Z. So I was able to do Phantasmagoria, a horror anthology with him, and that was another step into the pond, and that book did very well. And so I decided, I wanted to do another character, Blood Sable, which is actually my first character I ever created for my son who has autism. So Blood Sable is near and dear to my heart. So it's been 9 years in the making. It took me a long time to finally get to where I'm at now. So I'm very proud that Blood Sable is on Kickstarter and I can share it with everybody. So I've been an artist since I was like in my teenage years. I was a college football player. I played at Arkansas Baptist College and HBCU. So it was cool, doing that. And then I got married and decided to get back into art again. And this is where I'm at now, just enjoying art full time pretty much.
Dude, I gotta
love
say,
it. So you're your entire creative team. You're the writer, artist, everything on the book.
Yeah.
Except
for the 40 pages, my friend John Coates I've heard he's been around everywhere. He actually, reached out to me because he's good friends with me and some people in the indie comic space, and he knows my story, my family, good person, good human being. And he was like, "Hey, I want to help you get this project off the ground." And so he did the pencils and inks, and I did all the colors and lettering. And, I redrew a couple of pages as well because I wanted to, change some of the panels. So, yeah, I pretty much write and draw and do everything myself. Pretty much just a jack of all trades, master of none, pretty much.
Wonderful.
Well, I know Matt is like, wait, somebody else is doing everything? I'm doing
No,
everything.
you know what? This is the thing, right? There are so many writers who are like, "Oh, you're a unicorn, you're so rare." And I'm like, no, there's lots of people who can write and like draw their own stuff. We're not as rare as you think we are.
Yeah,
so,
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like any webcomic are also like they write and draw and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy, but we do it.
Yeah, like my Crescent Blue Conquer Darkness story was 36 pages. I did all that myself. And then with Blood Sable was 40. I pretty much written the whole thing. And then I, when he sent me the pencils and inks, I literally traditionally colored everything after I literally re-inked everything. And then I scanned it in, and then I recolored it in Procreate and re-lettered it and everything. So I pretty much did double the work for this book.
Oh my goodness. So when you traditionally colored it, what did you use?
I used Arteza colored pencils, and I had Arteza like brush pens and stuff. So I used those when I did it traditionally. And then I went back through Procreate because when I was scanning it, the colors got diminished. So I was like, okay, I finally had Procreate. So I jumped into doing digital art, and it came out better than I thought it would. And I'm so proud of how it came out, the end result.
Oh, look at that color.
Yeah, just, oh man, it like all these pages took me longer than I wanted to, but I was willing to put in the work for them because I love the story I made because, my wife is terminal. So a little bit of, real life is in this story a little bit. I took some real life aspirations and put it into my story. And Eric Burns is a great character. He's just a father, with some bad timing in his life, but, he loves his family with all his heart, and he's willing to do whatever he can to take care of them. So, yeah.
So what's the story behind the character?
Well, my son, when I created Blood Sable, I wanted to create like a little legacy for him because he has autism. So I'm a full-time caregiver at home. So I just wanted to leave something for him, something he can remember as he gets older. Just, my love letter to him, just because this is just step one. Before I even drew Blood Sable or anything, I already written down like 4 story arcs. So after one, there's going to be 3 more, probably a 5th one. So I made sure to write the character out, the story out. And I've been drawing Blood Sable since 2015, so he's had like 12 different revisions, and this is the final result. So he's been like in an anime version. So I did like a big spiky hair and stuff like that. I tried to get him to look really cool at first, but I just love this one. And his suit, it symbolizes like when he was 7, like this number 7, like there's 7 dots on his chest, like his armor means something. My son, most autistic kids love the color red and blue, so his color scheme is important. So just Blood Sable, just a character I just had fun just drawing. And I've had a couple other artists just be a part of the project too. So the cover A, John Coates did, I colored it. Cover B is a homage cover to Spider-Man. So I colored that one as well. I loved it. John is a great artist. Love his 90s type of style. Like, he's a great dude. Just love that he was a part of this with me, just to be able to help and reach out with me. So I'm very thankful for him. And then cover C is by the Grok, Jalal Nasir. Loved his cover. I actually had to redraw this cover because the boots were blue instead of red, so I had to recolor that one. But I love his style too. He loves drawing big, beefy type characters. So seeing Blood Sable in his beefy style is pretty awesome. Love that cover too. And then cover D is by the artist Jay. And that was actually the first cover sent to me before I was able to even do Blood Sable. So the artist Jay made fan art. He sent me out some covers that he did for some of my characters. So I'm pretty proud that he sent that to me. So I've had a couple of great people in my corner that, support me behind the scenes that wanted to help me get this project off the ground. So I'm pretty thankful for everybody who, wanted to help me out. And then we have the covers.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. No, I feel like there is this sort of like resurgence and like the 90s style superheroes, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, and just Blood Sable, like, I just know he's just a great character. He's been around for a while, so I've been posting him for years now. So people on, my side of the internet know who Blood Sable is and what he represents. So it's pretty cool. And I love doing that poster. I traditionally colored that, and then I digitally colored that, which is crazy. Most of the things I did twice, pretty much.
Wow.
It's how you learn. It's how you learn.
Yeah. It's a great learning process because I'm not really, I'm still learning how to work Procreate and doing like backgrounds and how to do colors and schemes like that. So I'm still learning. I go on the internet every day and try to figure out how I can work better on my coloring and, my writing and stuff like that, how to draw scenes and stuff like that. So I'm still in the process of my second Kickstarter. And I have a lot of cool people that are behind me who are like, hey, we can, do this next time you do another Kickstarter and stuff like that. So I'm very thankful that, some people have, shown me what I can do better next time, because there's always I can do better the next time. But I'm just proud that it's out there for people to see and have. Just finally, after 9 years, just to be able to say, here it is, guys, you can have it. Like, and I love that I'll give some of my original artwork away that I have. There's some artists right there that collabed with me. They did their original art and I went back and recolored it and re-inked it. So it was awesome. And there's my original, the one in the bottom right corner, the Blood Sable one, that bottom right, that was the original pose of Blood Sable. I redrew the original artwork of Blood Sable and just did it in the newer, his newer style. So it was pretty cool that people can have like a little piece of that as well.
It's a cool pose. It's also like the shading on there is very dramatic.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And then people, I'm thankful that I just want to get it to people like this book. It's going to be for everyone to have. And I just love it. It's just 40 pages of just, just a father who loves his family, and you get to figure out what Blood Sable is. We get little hints of the future, stories. And there it is. If you guys want to back Blood Sable and X to the Z issue 2, you can get that crossover poster of Blood Sable and the angel Raphael from X to the Z fighting off against zombies, and I drew all that.
Whoa.
Yeah, the coloring, I was kind of wanting to make sure that, because I wanted to make the gates kind of like the gates of heaven, the zombies walking upward. So I wanted to kind of have it to where, Blood Sable and Raphael were kind of launching towards the page. So I was trying to get some, dimensions working out right.
I also get like a stained glass feeling from it because there's such vivid colors and there's like the gold background and like the bold outlines. Love it.
Yeah, and I think I put his link into either underneath this one or the other post. So if you click the link, right there.
I think he ended. I don't remember. I think he ended or is on the verge of ending very soon.
Yeah, he's on the verge, but
he was on the show, so he actually showed this off while he was here.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he's an awesome dude. I even talked to him while both our projects were going, because we both were like, man, we're in a slump right now. What's going on? And we both were just like, hey, let's do this and this and this. And so far, it's working out slowly but surely.
That's what I love about this community too. That like
he has 37 hours to go.
All right, yeah, I thought because I remember I saw a 48-hour thing from him, but all right,
like
cool.
People can still get I believe it can still fund with that amount of time. Like
absolutely.
I still believe it can.
Oh,
it will.
He's right there.
He's right there. And what happens, the last 8 hours, there's the last 48 hours, there was an email. The last 8 hours, there's going to be another email that goes out to followers. So he'll get there. Also, the closer, the closer you are to funding towards the end, the more Kickstarter will promote the campaign as well. Because, Kickstarter wants to make money. They don't want you to fail.
Yeah, that's true. They want their cut for sure.
Yep.
But and George the dude, he has so much coming too, and there's a lot of cool things that I'm going to be a part of with him in the future. So he has a lot of great things going. I root for him. Like the dude, since I've known him, has been really pure and genuine to me. and I've had his back every step of the way. So he's a good guy, and people should get this book. It's really awesome. I know most of the artists who did this book, so everybody who's listening right now should definitely get a copy of that because it's the issue 2.
And I made it easy for you folks. Just gonna put it in the comment section.
There we go. Yeah, like I was saying, I love the indie comics community because it's like no one is like, oh, you're competition, I'm not gonna talk to you. Like everyone is working together to like raise each other up. Like, you know, you guys talked behind the scenes, you came up with the idea to do the crossover print and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
everyone is strategizing. It's like, how do we help each other as opposed to like, how do I help myself?
yeah, it's true because that's how I've always been since I've gone on Instagram. I always want to show up because I kind of got a little bit more followers than most of these guys, but I don't care about that. I want to make sure everybody, you know, succeeds because we're all here to put out our ideas and creativity. And I want everybody to get it. And Louise Kahn, love that. It's my OC Blood Sable against my OC Liar.
Whoa.
And everybody who backed it, the physical backers will get that, you know, little poster. So I'm pretty proud of that. And we're going to see Liar in the future, probably next year. That's going to be a 50-page book. It's going to be rated M for mature. It is not for kids. It is a very mature story. And it's kind of because I was raised in a broken home. My father was a bad person. My mother was not a good person either, you know. And so Liar's kind of like my, you know, outlet for that part of my life. So Liar, he's very important because we actually, you know, if people get Crescent Blue, they'll know why Liar is super important. He's a great character. Just one that, you know, I first had him on Kickstarter as his own little project. It didn't fund. I did another collab version with him. It didn't fund, but I believe that, you know, the third time around he'll get his spotlight. It's a great character. I put a lot of time into and redrew all the pages for that book too. So I think Lara will do good when he comes out next year.
Yeah, have it, folks. Come on, you know you want to. Look at this beautiful cover right here.
It is. Louise is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great artist. Great dude. He draws a lot of Dragon Ball Z type of art. So it was kind of when he sent that to me, I kind of loved that.
It looks like an anime screen cap.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I got all these posters for people who, like I said, for physical backers who got the book, they can get these extra stuff. That angel piece, I've had that one for years now. It's just awesome to just have a Blood Sable angel. It's one of his powers. He can actually fly, which is pretty cool. And then people get some more stickers. And then I know we might make it. Maybe we'll see. Got 8 more backers, and people can get the villains of Blood Sable: Sorrow Sword, Saavedra, and Course.
I like when people actually make it more interactive as they're going, because I know people want to reach the stretch goals, you know, but I feel like adding little things here and there kind of works. I know Matta does the same thing too. She'll add little bits and pieces so that, you know, there's something constantly happening.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know, you get a book upgrade, you get extra stickers, you'll get like extra sketches or something, like just a little something extra to say like, thank you for taking me beyond the bare minimum.
Exactly. And I think that's cool when artists and people who do their projects do that. It's just like, hey, I want to give back to you guys for backing and support me. I think that's really cool. And so my stretch goals are just if people want extra posters and a couple of original stories I've done, a couple of, you know, It Walks at Night. And if people get to the big goal, they can get the, you know, digital copy of Crescent Blue, stuff like that. But shout out to Tim Adams, the pen and pad, and Woolser for the, you know, the stretch goal artwork. And that's my artwork that I drew. Just, you know, follow the Wakeverse, # Blood Sable. Check out all my artwork I've done for years. You can check it out over there. So I'm just very proud of Blood Sable. I'm thankful that it's funded. I'm so proud just because this is the one character, because I just wanted my son to just be like, have his character for himself, because I want to get him like a poster or something he can have and hang on to. Put in his bag, because he has a bag he loves to carry, so I might slip it in there so he can check it out every once in a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, 3 days to go. Let's get to 1,000, guys. Come on.
I know, it's so close. And I'm using Mix and Print, and they're great people. I love their costs. Their costs are pretty, you know, good for artists, smaller artists who need to get their books and stuff, and their posters are, you know, reasonable and stuff like that. So
they also have a good turnaround time of like 2 weeks too, because like sometimes I'll do stuff they're like Comics Wellspring or Ready Comics, and they're like 2 months wait time. Like, crap. I could have just done it through Mix'em.
Yeah, when I did Crescent Blue, it got here like in a week and maybe a half when I did Crescent Blue. Nice. The books came in very fast. So yeah, Mix'em, they pride themselves on making sure that people get their stuff.
Yeah, I ordered like 400 184-page trade paperbacks from them, and like within 2 weeks it was here, and I'm like, how did they do that?
Like, and they're smaller, which is kind of crazy. They're not really big yet. They're kind of a smaller, printing company. So,
I think what they do is they subcontract jobs to other printing companies, so that's why they're able to get a quick time, because they're like, all right, well, we can't do it. Let's have these other guys do it, and like that's how they work.
Yeah, that would work out for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, please everybody, back Blood Sable. I'd appreciate it so much. Just get your hands on this awesome 40-page book. It'd mean a lot to me. Just a great character. You guys will see more, because I already have covers for issue 2, issue 3, and issue 4. So I already know where the story is going from there. You're going to get a lot of highs and lows. I've already written it all out. Got a lot of cool characters. One of them, because I don't like cats, so I made a character called Call Out, because, it's a cat villain kind of character. So you'll see him in one of the stories. He's like a screamer. So you'll see that character down the line. So there's a lot of cool new villains. No Sleep. And I think there's another one I can't remember offhand, but there's a lot of cool like villains based off my son that are in there as well. So little stuff for that. Yeah.
So how many issues is Blood Sable going to be in total?
I'm thinking about, honestly, right now it'll probably be like 4 or 5, because that's what I've written so far. So I'm going to see how that goes. I'm going to see how it goes from here. See, because I already have 2, 3, and 4 already prepared to go. So I just want to see how, if I can do something in 4 to make it go past that, we'll see. But I've pretty much, since I've created Blood Sable, had it to 4 so far. So I made sure to have a beginning and end to like how it's going to end for his first story arc.
Very cool.
Thank you.
It's good to plan ahead, because some people, they're like, all right, I have this issue. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know how long it's going to be, but like, please buy it. And we're like, okay.
Yeah, because I think, honestly, if you want to have a good book, you got to make sure you plan it out first. Like with all my books, I always try to plan out the story, then draw it, and make sure the story and the art is done. That way people know, like, I'm done with the book. You can, when the project's done, you will get the book as soon as I get the funds rolling and can ship it to you guys. You don't have to wait for an artist to finish coloring it and stuff, because some people want their stuff when the campaign's over. They don't like to wait around for like a year or 2 to get it. So I try to pride myself on making sure I get stuff to people within months time instead of years time.
Also, creative question for you, because I always ask this to people who write and draw their own thing, is how much does the story change while you're drawing it versus like what you do in the script? Like, do you end up making changes as you're drawing because you're like, you know what, this would work better, or do you like rigidly stick to a script?
I stick to the script until I figure out I need to change it, and then I change it, and then I'm like, okay, that's cool, and then I go, oh no, I have to change it again because that doesn't make sense with this. So I kind of, most of the time, I'm like, okay, most of the story's going good. And then I'll be like, oh, but I got to go back because something I need to change to make it more pop. So sometimes I know what I'm writing and know how it's going to look inside my head. And then when I put it on paper, I'm like, okay, I need to change it so it can make more sense on the next page. So I'm like a give and take. So sometimes I'll do it, and then sometimes I'll change it. It just depends on, how, I'm hyper focused on my story.
Cool. Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer to that. It's interesting to see the creative process, like how many people want to just stick to the script that they wrote and how many people are more flexible in terms of like what they think the story needs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like when I was doing the writing, when I was doing, the lettering and stuff, some of my dialogue didn't make sense. So I had to go back and fix it, because I was like, I want to make sure when people read the pages, they know exactly what Eric is saying to his son and, what he's saying to the villains and the villains are saying back. I don't want it to be kind of murky. I want the people to understand what's going on. So definitely change. I always have changed it. But usually when I write the story, I pretty much have it hyper focused on what I want it to begin, middle, and end. So usually when I change it, it's at the end when I'm done drawing and stuff. I'll go back and just check it out and say, okay, I can change a panel, make it more lively and stuff like that. So usually I fix stuff after I'm done.
It's a good way to roll, because it's like you're kind of your own beta tester of sorts, where you finish it, you read it, like give it some time, read it over, and you're like, oh, wait, that doesn't work, gotta change that.
Yeah.
And it's cool that you're very, like, you're dedicated enough to this project to go back and make all those changes, as opposed to like, whatever, it's good enough, let me just throw it out there and see what happens.
Yeah,
like you care about the quality, and that's very admirable.
People do that. I'm writing a second Krampus story, because it's what we do during Christmas. We do the nice little spooky ghost things, and I'm writing a second Krampus story. and I've re-edited that thing like 5 times already. I think it's 5. Maybe it's probably more.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine editing prose. Like, I don't know how you prose people do it.
Yeah.
Like, I barely even write scripts for my comics. Like, the less written words, the better.
Yeah, what people don't understand, I think, is that writing is probably the longer part. The drawing part's probably the easiest for me. The writing takes longer because I want it to make sense. So drawing's the easy part. I love doing that part. It's the writing part that takes me a little while.
Yeah, it's like, how do I find the right combination of words to convey what it is that this character is feeling?
Yeah,
Like, I
exactly.
have definitely done like super duper last minute edits where like the day before I'm supposed to submit something to the printer, I'm still there like, no, this doesn't make sense. I have to fix it. And then I try to like fix it, and then I noticed in the printed book there was like a typo where I tried to fix it, and it's the whole thing.
Oh yeah, when I got my Crescent Blue comic, I was looking over it like, please God, don't let there be a typo in here, please, please. And I was like, thank God. I went over it like 5 times before I put it in the printer, and I was like, thank you,
You
it's
know,
here.
I've had like my Discord server, which like I have at least 4 or 5 people who will like help me proofread, and there are some typos that get by even them. And
Yeah.
I think it's probably because they get so caught up in the story, they're just like, yeah, okay, cool, we get to read this before everyone else, and then like no one tells me about typos. But you know what? I'm only human. I forgive myself.
We all are.
Everyone else should.
Yeah, it's true.
I think we're too hard on ourselves.
I don't know. I'm getting pretty lax on me nowadays. I don't know what that means. Letting myself get away with
Maybe
too much.
you learned. Maybe you've learned. That's all it is.
Sure, let's go with that.
That's what I feel like it is. You know, I hope that's what it is. You know, because like I said, when I'm sitting there looking at the Krampus story, I'm like, this is stupid.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, doing all the writing and art and stuff by myself. If I make a 1 or 2 typos per book, I think that's still like not the end of the world. And if someone is going to call me out about it, I'll just be like, I'm glad you have nothing better to do than to point out these 2 typos. Like, congratulations on not having anything else going on in your life.
Like I was saying off screen, you know, when it comes to like certain things, you always have somebody going,
Ralph, did you change your background?
Exactly. You moved that little figure from here to here. I'm like, okay, maybe my daughter moved.
Yeah, like, are you not allowed to move things in your own house? Like, what is that?
I think I'm up to some kind of story line back here. Maybe I am. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, I was, maybe. Now I got to figure out where the storyline is when I go put everything back up. Either that or start a new storyline. Yeah, it's always a story here, folks, and whether it's here or here or here. If you're paying attention, you'll see stuff.
It's like, I feel like the next show we're just gonna see like aliens in the background just kind of peeping at, and we're like,
I should hang them all. Oh man. So Matta, why don't you tell the people a little bit about what you do and all that good stuff, because your sticker shop is a lot of fun right now.
Oh my god, what do I do?
I don't know, wherever you want to start, just let me know and I'll put it up.
All right, so I recently reopened my sticker shop from back in the day that I had to close down for a couple of years because I was super busy and couldn't manage Etsy and all this other stuff. But yeah, I have lots of stickers. Some of them are funny, cute, sad, whatever I feel like doing. Basically, I just make it into a sticker and I put it up there.
Like the cockroach.
Yeah, I love that roach. I named him Crunchy Boy.
I like the name.
Crunchy Boy has been quite popular. I like him, especially when I used to sell stickers at conventions. People are like, oh my god, is that a roach? I need it. I'm like, you sicko, I love you.
No way. That's awesome.
I feel like you need to do like a single sticker of the Coke of the soda bottles, because I feel like I want one of these by themselves.
Well, they're from Fallout, but because for copyright reasons I couldn't say Fallout on there, otherwise they'd get taken down.
I was like, I know what those look like. I know what those are.
Yeah, so it's Fallout inspired, but I can't actually say that. Otherwise, Bethesda would just like bring the hammer down on me quite quickly. So yeah, there's some geeky game references. There's like a Castlevania set there with the holy water and stuff. Yeah, this is fine.
How the email found me. That's funny. I like that one.
This is fine.
Yeah, it is.
Come on, folks. This is fine. Come on.
Sometimes you're just in that mood where you're just like, everything's falling apart, and you're like, you know what, this is fine.
Oh, definitely. Like, I have the stuff. And of course, we know that Matta used to make jewelry.
That's cool.
I did used to make jewelry. I can't anymore because after working in a jewelry sweatshop for a while, I got like nerve damage in my arms. So things like sawing and sanding and stuff are now out of the question.
How did you make the one for Gage then?
You know what? It was just the one thing, so I was okay with it. But when you have to keep making,
what you're saying. It wasn't multiple. All right.
I took one for Gage, basically. Like I put myself through some stuff
for Gage. I think he's trying to make it part of his next Kickstarter. Wow.
Yeah, he was saying like maybe he'll get a few more from me, which, you know what, for friends and stuff, I'll take one from the team, take one for the team, and from the team, I guess, too, whatever. But yeah, as opposed to like mass producing these, because I used to be like polishing like 50 of these like every week or whatever, my arm would just be like so I can't do that anymore. But yeah, so whatever I have here is just whatever I have, and once they're gone, they're gone. In terms of necklaces anyway. Stickers, I can just reprint them.
I appreciate the craftsmanship.
I love the names. I love the names. Evil Robot Necklace.
Oh yeah, because Hasbro is also super
Renegade Symbol Necklace.
Yep, that one's from Mass Effect. I had the Paragon one and it sold out, which is weird because I made like an even number of Paragons and Renegades, and I guess there were more Paragons out there.
Wow.
I was the asshole. I like playing Renegade and like shoving guys out windows and whatever. I'm about that life.
Oh no. Beautiful necklaces. And of course the stickers are amazing. Hey, look, I see you added something.
Yeah, it's sparkly too. Do you want to see it on camera? Do you want to see how it sparkles?
Ooh, you're gonna show it to us?
Yeah, check it. It's so
you really
sparkly.
Want to make sure people see that, right?
Yes. You know what? I'm at the point in my life where I don't care if people get big mad about it, because I'm big mad about his existence. So yeah.
That's funny. Let's see, what do we got?
We got skeletons. We've got some geeky stuff. We've got rupees,
MP, stamina,
and poison, because you never know.
Well, we all need some poison. Here goes the rogue, the DPS.
Yep.
Evil will prevail because good guys are more.
I feel like you need that.
I say this all the time.
Yeah, I feel like when I was putting it back up for sale, I was like, you know what, this sounds like Ralph energy to it.
As a DM, I'm watching people play. Sometimes you sit there and go, what the
Dude, I love playing lawful stupid. Like that's like my favorite alignment. Like the character that's just so good that they're just a complete idiot.
Healer, tank, DPS. Look all the. I love the little hats.
Oh, thanks. The hats have been some of my best sellers too, which makes me super happy.
This would be a great pin.
It would be. I thought about doing a Kickstarter for pins, but like it would be a lot of pins to cover every single like subgenre of.
Well, it makes sense because I would love this as a pin.
I want that as a tattoo.
See?
I'm always the tank because nobody else wants to tank. I'm either always the tank or the healer.
Yeah, same here.
And I'm a very angry healer where like if a DPS dies to like boss mechanics that they should not have died to, I'm just like, you're an idiot.
I always feel the same way. I'm always like, anytime I'm the healer, I'm like,
wow, you stupid sack of shit.
Exactly. Wow, why you stop healing us? I'm like, you're doing stupid shit.
It's like you stopped wanting to live, clearly. So why would I stop you?
Information I have during my games.
Even my daughter's jumping in there.
What'd she say? I didn't get.
She said, the same thing that happens when she's in her games.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm sorry, the character that I'm playing as, I have to give health in order to heal you. I'm only at 1.
See?
The struggle is real.
Oh my god! You got some great stickers here.
Ah, thanks.
That's a pretty good one.
Especially this one right here. This is how I roll.
Yeah, the 20 is expectation and the 1 is reality.
I'm not even looking at the 20.
Yeah, it sounds fake. It doesn't exist. The one is the only thing that exists.
I love all the like the bard and the all the little bits and pieces. Do you have one for each, or because I only saw rogue and bard?
For each class, you know what the thing is, I started with the DPS tank healer ones because of MMOs, and then people are like, oh, but you should make like a bard for like D&D, and then I'm like, oh no, well now I have to make like, you know, paladin and ranger and all these other things.
Yeah, because that's how it works. That's what happens.
Yeah, because you can't just have one or two, you have to have the whole set. So yeah, it's in the works.
Reduce, reuse, reanimate. There you go, folks.
Yep. Eco-friendly necromancy.
I love the fact that you opened
Necomancy.
it up. You know, we all love stickers. Come on, you know, you want to get some, and it's Christmas time, and your favorite GM might want some.
Yeah. Or your entire D&D party.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, because when the party comes in, you just give them all a little sticker.
Yep, like this is you.
I've had too.
Oh, thank you. And free shipping because they're stickers. Like I just put them in an envelope and throw them in the mailbox.
Wow, I forgot how easy it is to ship stickers.
Yeah, because they're flat and they're like, yeah.
Yeah, because even if you do a bunch of them, it's still pretty easy.
I could probably stuff like 20 and still cover it with like one stamp.
Yeah. Oh man.
Back when shipping was simpler. Oh, whose is that?
I don't know. It's some artist. She does some great work.
Ah, thank you. Yeah. So
that's a cool cover.
Thank you. Yeah, so on January 13th, I'm launching a Kickstarter campaign for my first ever art book, which is kind of surreal that I was able to draw enough things to fit into a 100-page art book. I feel like that's the dream, because I know as a former aspiring artist who would just like, you know, maybe finish like 4 pieces a year or, you know, start 100 things and never finish them, to be able to actually finish things to put into a 100-page art book is like, I really did that? What the, like, how did that happen?
And it looks amazing, folks.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a lot of drawings. It's going to be all of the Sacrimony covers that I've done. I'm also going to show just the inked uncolored versions because the inks are fun. Maybe I should do a coloring book.
Hey, that'd be great. I always like a coloring book.
You know what? That'll be sometime this year or sometime next year's thing as well. Maybe I'll do a coloring book. But yeah, so the art book, because I can't take anything seriously, is called Some Fancy Shit.
I love the title. It's just a great name for a book. Some fancy shit.
You know what? I got an email from a reader who is like, no, you shouldn't put yourself down like that. Like, your work isn't shit. I'm like,
wow.
It's just a joke. It's okay. Like, I mean, as in some fancy things, not like, because yeah, if I thought my artwork was shit, I would never even put it out there.
Yeah, you wouldn't even make the book.
No, like I would not have had like 10 comic issues under my belt. I would not have had this book out. Like, no, I love my art. So yeah, Some Fancy Shit is just on brand for me.
Anthony says those stickers are great.
Ah, thank you.
And Comic Unknown is like, hey all, better late than never.
There's my guy. There he is.
Comics Unknown. I love that title, Comics Unknown.
It's one of those things where even though you feel like people know you, there's still the voice in the back of your head where it's like, no, your comics aren't known. Like, who knows you? It's like the name We Suck at Comics. I still love that.
I was about to say that, man. That's why I love working with them, because we suck at comics. Come on, folks. We're just being honest about it.
Yeah, because you know what? No matter how good you get and how many readers you get, there is always that voice in the back of your head that's like, you know what? Maybe you still kind of suck.
That is true.
And you know, you tune it out and you keep going, but it's there, because imposter syndrome is a hell of a thing.
And since you mentioned it, I will bring it up. We Suck at Comics. They're still working their way to 100. Yeah, they're at 87. So folks, come on, hit the notify. It's free. You know, you go, you hit the notify. The project gets to 100 followers, and then it starts off in a much better place in the algorithm.
Yep.
And with this project right here, you're gonna get a piece from Written Writ Ralph himself, because I hate publishing. So this is where it's gonna be published. The guys from We Suck at Comics are helping me publish, because I don't like to publish. That's a whole other job itself, folks. It's a whole other job. So there's gonna be a piece of mine of prose, in the Week Second Comics. And on top of that, you guys will see a drawn piece of art from our friend Shadow Rabbit.
I need to
not a
see what he
figure,
drew.
a piece of art.
I need to see what he did. Like, my goodness, I'm so curious.
Oh my
Also,
God.
that is just a cool graphic. Like, whoever did that that's amazing.
Coloring outside the lines, yeah. That's the whole thing with this book. Everything in the book is kind of coloring outside the lines.
That's
And
like me when I traditionally color. Everything is just outside of the lines.
And just to give you a little tease, my story is outside of the lines is because it's about the pantheon of gods from the Caribbean.
Well, that is near and dear to my heart. I look forward to that.
Yes, folks. I got a little story going there with a couple of the gods from the Caribbean, and they're up to some mischief.
I would love to see which ones you use. Oh goodness.
I did a lot of work on the whole research, and I figured out that some of them might have the same name, and maybe they're the same person, or maybe they're two different people. Everybody's out there going, "What the hell are they talking about?" Well, you're gonna have to buy the book and read it, won't you?
Yep.
Oh man. Let's see, what else do we got over here? Oh, our friend Rob Longo, his thing only has 8 hours left, folks.
Oh my goodness.
It has 8 hours left, Lex. He's at 797. Come on, folks, we can get him up there. I know it's Indiegogo, and some of you guys are like, Indiegogo. But come on, help him out. This is helping him make his horrorverse. And I got another little thing to show you guys. We don't want Rob to be having to be doing this thing that I'm about to show you.
Oh no, I know what you're gonna show.
All right, folks. We were trying to avoid Rob going all OnlyFans. We don't want this. This is not what we want Rob to do to get his projects funded. We don't need him dancing and getting all sexy.
But you know what? He got moves.
I gotta say, it's very entertaining.
He's got moves.
Look at that. Oh.
God, he's adorable. He's so adorable.
So folks, go ahead, go help him out. He actually has a whole horrorverse going on. Did I press the wrong one? No, here it is.
Also, I have to gush about his use of practical effects instead of just going like CGI. Like, his practical effects stuff are great. I love seeing the behind the scenes, like makeup stuff, like how they do the prosthetics and like how they apply it. So if you want horror that has like really solid, cool practical effects, prosthetics, like makeup work and stuff, like, give him money, make this happen.
Yes, folks. It's funny because again, just like our friend Dwayne, he already has this made. He's just editing and getting there's a lot of money that happens in post-production.
Yeah, people don't seem to understand. It's like, oh, don't you just sit at a computer and do this and that? Like, no, there's so much more that goes on behind the scenes.
So come on, folks. This is his second movie. I think he needs I forget how many more he's making. I want to say 9.
Whoa, 9 movies?
Yeah, because it's a whole horrorverse. And then he's also gonna release, I think, for the next one, or was it this one? Yeah, that he has the monsters in one of the special tiers here. Let's see. Is it this way? This way.
Was it the figurine?
Well, he has the figurine too, but he has a monster manual for the creatures in his Hey, well, look at that! You can even be in the movie.
Yeah, you can get producer credit, executive producer credit.
Exactly.
Like, come on, we're those people who like to see their names on things.
Exactly. Let's see. Action figure, movie poster. I thought it was for this one. He's making. There you go. The RPG stack block. So you can actually get the stacks for the monsters that he has in the movie.
Nice.
And, Rob is a dungeon master. He actually had a successful weekend on this weekend on Saturday because he was doing a DM game. And he was DMing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. He did two things from like 5 to 7, then 7 to 10.
Cool.
So it was a blast. He was telling me it was pretty successful.
Nice.
Well, Rob's
and he's doing another one, right?
Yep, on the 28th.
Oh, cool.
And I'm probably gonna go to that one. I was supposed to go to the one this weekend, but I ended up at Patches and Pins, which was
that's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
Well, for me, definitely.
I like both Patches and Pins.
Exactly. It was a lot of fun. There was some great patches. A Game of Tunes was there. Our friend,
as he should be.
Our friend Glitch Bitch was there.
Nice.
Our friend I Like Cool Shit was there.
Oh my God, these names are amazing.
And of course, the guy who does the creatives with that cool, beautiful art card set was there as well. Dude, it was a lot of fun. It was me and Nat running around with pins and patches, and me trying not to buy stuff.
How'd that go for you?
No.
Yeah, I figured.
I ended up with a couple of new pins.
Oh.
I even got one from my daughter. Did I hit it? I got one from Game of Tunes, actually. Here it is.
Oh, which one?
Put it over here. Here we go. This is from the beautiful Game of Tunes series. Oh, there he goes. Nope, upside down.
It's adorable.
Unicorn. Yeah, Russell does some great jobs with his pins. This is all from his Paw Pins line.
My goodness.
Yeah, dudes, if you haven't gotten some pins from Game of Tunes, you should. All right, let's see what do we got here. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anyone I know who still has a campaign or anything going on, but I think everybody's pretty much wrapped everything up before the holiday season. It's that time of year when people are like, maybe it's not a good idea to keep having Kickstarters go on at this time.
I feel like most of the campaigns are ending right now.
Yeah. It's like.
Well, I want to give a shout out to a guy, Ryan Tavares. He's the creator of Nomads. He's on Kickstarter right now. Love that. It's one of my.
Give us the link.
Yeah, no, I don't have. I'm on my iPad, so I can't get the link.
Nuts.
Let's research. What's the name of
it? Nomads. It's on Kickstarter right now.
No.
And it was pretty cool that he's actually the first indie comic I've ever had. So, and actually one of my characters is as a villain in part of the book, which is pretty cool. Have a little cameo in there, which is awesome in his first book. Nomads is awesome. It's like a post-apocalyptic kind of like Mad Max type of story. And their main characters is Hawk and Boar. They're like clans. So there's the Boar clan and the Hawk clan. Yeah. Love that. And I have that part as well. But yeah, he was on there. I think he had 5 days to go on his stuff.
I think his is done.
Yep, he's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ryan Tavares was awesome. Love that dude.
Backers pledged $1,230 to help bring this project to life. So he funded. This looks interesting. I have to say, it does look interesting.
Yeah, I thought he had another one. I don't remember. I thought he had a new one that he launched. I don't know. I'll reach out to him and I'll send you the link when I'm done here because I think he has another one up. But he did, and he does all his work too. Ryan does all the inking, penciling, all that. He does all that as well.
Wow.
I think I need to do a special show with Matta and her peers.
I love Hawk. Hawk's my favorite character of the Nomad series. So if there's any comics creator that I love the most, his story is my favorite. Just love his art and the characters that are in it. And
the character designs are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Ryan's an awesome artist. Dude's been supporting me since we, met.
Map.
Yeah, he's good too. And there's the villains like Thrash. Like I said, it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic Mad Max type of what else I want to say? It's like Tarzan type of thing where they have their own clans and stuff like that.
I'm surprised he didn't do better with a deal like this. Look at this. $5.
Oh my God, $5 for a physical copy. Have we gone back to the early 2000s? That is such a good price.
And look at that bundle for $13. Yeah. Dude, if
I can't wait for George Medina to drop his Wonder Duck. My son loves Wonder Duck, so
we love Wonder Duck.
To do that one too. Yeah. I hope he does a thing where he gets more plushies and stuff. I'd love to get my son a Wonder Duck plushie because we listened to Wonder Duck, the little quack quack Wonder Duck intro. My son loves that intro.
Oh.
Yeah, my son loves Wonder Duck. I have, I think not the first copy, but the second copy, and I got my son a shirt. So he has his own Wonder Duck T-shirt that he loves to carry around too.
Wonder Duck's a great character, and it brings you back to the days of DuckTales and all that
Nightwing,
stuff.
or was it? Yeah,
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, Darkwing Duck.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what.
The terror that quacks in the night.
Dangerous. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, folks, we're geeks. What do you want?
I mean, if people didn't know by now, I don't know what we've been doing.
That is true.
But there's all my shout outs. That's all I wanted to shout out was those guys.
Sometimes people go, no, you can't possibly be a geek, a nerd, or whatever it is they call us.
Oh my god. As a brown woman, I get that all the time. Like, no, you can't possibly be a gamer. You can't possibly do this. Like, I am. Get over it or don't.
Yeah, folks, I'm going to show you a little bit of, here we go. Wonder Duck. Love Jorge Medina's Wonder Duck.
Is that Nothing to Muse? I think that's what it's called, isn't it? Wonder Duck, Nothing to Muse.
Yep, that's the one. Look at that. Dude, I'm telling you. It's just wow.
And his original concept for Wonder Duck is cool too. Just love that he showed that. And he has Russ, his other one that he has going too. His other comic.
Yeah, actually, I think he put this together into a bigger book, right?
Yeah.
So right now, you guys, if you go find him, you can get this whole thing in one big book, which is always amazing.
I do love me the one big book. I'm better at keeping track of the one big book than several floppies.
That is true, but I gotta say, as a collector and a creator, it's always nice to have those floppies.
This is true. I tend to lose them, or just they don't get treated very well. They end up like under a bunch of stuff.
That is true.
But the covers, sometimes like a good cover will get me.
I think that's the only thing. Like, and I know some creators do it, where they'll give you all the covers in their bigger book. Because that's what I want. I want to be able to at least see the covers. So give me the covers in the big book. Put them in the back or something.
I had them as a stretch goal for the Sacramone trade paperback, and I sadly didn't get there, and I was kind of salty about it. But I'll just put all of the covers in the art book instead.
That would be great. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what the art book is for.
Let me see. When's your next big book?
Me?
What issue are you at right now?
For Sacramone, 8 is coming out in like March, so it's probably not going to be
2 books to go. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2020. That's 2026 me's problem with the trade paperback. I think the Buddy and Friend trade paperback is also going to be 2026. I'm going to have 2 trade paperbacks in 2026.
You're right. That will be a double trade paperback year.
You know what? I kind of love it because it's like, a little less work for me because the pages are already drawn. I just have to put them in like a different format and like add some bonus material. So 2026 is going to be an easygoing year. Good to know.
And a big year.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Oh, you're going to say something, Dwayne?
Yeah, I said, because I heard you about all the stuff you got coming. I'm going to have my first children's book next year. I'm going to have Liar next year. And then in 2026, I'm going to have my Red Cloud Force story. And then I'm going to have my Glow Stick story. So I've got 4 stories ready to go.
Oh my goodness. And they're all, are they all part of the same sort of universe, or are they?
The Red Cloud Force, yes. Liar is as well. And Glow Stick, I want to try to publish him with someone else because he's like his own thing, but I already have this story. It's crazy because Glow Stick was just a random character, but I was like, I can make a story out of this. I can make it cool.
How is it juggling so many stories around? Yeah. Like, do you feel like it helps you because like when you get stuck on one thing, you can jump to another? Okay.
Yes, it makes me focus. Like I can, when I'm wanting to draw one story, I can hop and draw on another one. So I can like play with both stories and draw whenever I feel like it. So it gives me like, when I have that itch to draw, I can just sketch up something and be like, I'll come back to it later, ink it, and then I'll color it and go back to the other one.
Nice.
Oh man. All right, so Dwayne, tell the people one more time all the good stuff where they can find you, and I'll put up your Kickstarter again.
Awesome. You can find me on IG at Ride a Show. You can also follow my Wakeverse page on IG. I'm also, Wake Comics is on Facebook, and you can follow me on YouTube, Ride a Show as well. So I'm literally Ride a Show on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. It's Rydeschho. It's my son and wife's last name put together.
I was wondering.
Yeah, it's my wife and son are important to me, so I have them meshed in pretty much my whole life.
Aw,
So
that's
they're
sweet.
somewhere. Yeah.
That's
So
where
yeah.
we roll with it, folks.
But again, thank you for having me on. Let me get to talk about Blood Sable. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. That's why you guys should go support this right now.
Also,
It's all for
again on funding.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh,
like
look.
at first I was like, oh man, it's not gonna, because it kind of stalled because I had it for 60 days and it kind of stalled for a little while. And I was like, oh man, because I was like, it's probably Christmas. That's what's
Sounds about
happening.
right.
That's why it stalled. And then
Also,
I was able to.
60 days, you probably don't need that many days. I think a lot of the in-between days, people are still like, oh, well, there's 40 days left. There's 30 days left. There's 20 days left. Like, you can get away with doing like a 24-day campaign and pretty much still raise that much, if not more, because there's like more of a time pressure where people are like, oh no, there's only 18 days left. There's only 15 days.
And that's, I think, what happened actually is like when it started getting closer towards the end, everybody came, and supported it, which I'm very thankful. And it was the same. Yeah, and it was the same amount. Blood Sable beat Crescent Blue by one backer. They could beat it by more, but Blood Sable did a lot better than Crescent Blue the first time around, which is cool, and backer support. And most of the people returned for it, so I'm thankful that the people that backed Crescent Blue backed this one as well. So I have a lot of people that returned for it. So
that's always the goal, to keep doing better, keep building your audience, keep growing and growing. Like it's good that you're still following that like upward trajectory.
Yeah, and I just got so many cool things to come. So I'm very proud of where, my projects are going. So I have a lot more great projects coming forward. So I'm going to be good till 2026. So I'm good.
Excellent.
Oh, man. All right, folks. We are going to be doing our picks like we did today, where we show you what you should go out there and get some nice little gifts from. Alpacasews is some amazing little stuffies, as you saw from over here. And of course, next Monday we're gonna have the guy from Wham Stand, because he has some great stuff. And
I gotta order some Wham Stands. I keep telling myself.
George knows the guy. He can get it for you for sure.
Oh, definitely. George had a bunch of the Wham Stand at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I was talking to him, and he was like, "Oh, Ralph, a couple people have my Wham Stand over there." I'm like, "There's not a couple of people. Half the freaking con has your Wham Stand."
Because they're great.
Exactly.
They're so convenient.
Dude, they're amazing. He's gonna be here on Monday. You guys are gonna see all the beautiful stuff. I'm getting the mic because it just looks great. And the fact that I can switch the logo out there and get the written writ and the bitten apple, and maybe something for apple bites. We'll see.
Nice.
We shall see. Matt is a badass. Okay, folks. I think that is everything right now. I would tell Mr. Nat, well, am I missing something? But Mr. Nat's not here. He's working.
I can't think of anything, because everything I know that has been going on has finished either like this week or last week.
I know Kat is doing something with Bad Bug, but I don't know if that's happening now or is that's going to happen in the future, which I thought was an interesting combination of people working on something.
Kat that is interesting. Yeah. I feel like also they're the kind of creators where they can launch anytime and not have to worry about like, oh, it's Christmas, no one's going to buy, because people are still going to buy from them. If that makes sense. So yeah.
A comic known as like Exodus finishes in 36 hours. Yes, we showed it.
Yep, we did show it.
Let me see. Do I have it here somewhere? I had it for a minute. I got like so many things up here now.
I told you, George, I was going to have your back, brother, and shout you out in this video. I told you I would.
All right, let's see. Search. Dude, where did it go? I'll find it later. Let me just do this. It's much easier. No. Why aren't you popping up? Wait, did you give me the link or did I find it?
No, I found it. I'll put it in the chat.
There we go.
Yep.
Share this. And we'll show it again.
There it is.
So close to funding.
Let's
So
go.
close.
He's like, I missed it. No, I put it back up. See, it's right there.
Yep.
Look how close that is to funding, folks. Come on. He got 36 hours to go. We can get him to 3,000.
Like $200 more and he can sleep. Like, let's do this.
That's true. Down to the wire. Yep, exactly. Down to the wire. Folks, why are you people so mean? Don't you know the creators can't sleep until the project funds? Why do you guys wait to the last minute?
I'm having like PTSD flashbacks to the Buddy and Friend campaign where it funded in like the last 3 hours.
Oh my God, I remember that.
I went to sleep before it funded because I was like, I can't do this anymore.
I remember I was talking to Matt. I'm okay, Matt, I'm trying to see if I can change my pledge to see if we can do something.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I was like, Buddy and Friend is gonna fund whether I have to do it or not.
Oh my goodness. I was ready to like, you know, ask a friend to put in money and then just give them the cash and be like, here, let's do something.
You know, I feel like if it's that close, they should give you an option to like, you know, throw in. Dude, if you don't fund for $20, that's stupid.
I've seen that happen. I think it was my friend Ryan was short by literally, I think like $34 or something.
Oh, that's horrible.
And people are like, dude, why did you not just tell your wife to put in the money?
Exactly. You know,
yeah,
you know what it is? Most people don't want to make an account to do that. And I think that's the issue.
He could have made an account for his wife. Like, she was right there.
I think that's the issue with Kickstarter because I have a couple of friends and I showed them the We Suck at Comics. And they're like, do I have to make an account? I'm like...
Like, okay, cool. Way to be supportive. Thanks. I think Kickstarter used to let you check out as a guest. Because my bestie used to do that because she's like, I don't want to make an account. I'm like, all right, whatever. You do you, but...
I've lost weight from the stress.
No. Oh, my God. The struggle is real.
Come on, folks. We can get them to 3,030.
$200 more and the man can sleep. Come on.
Oh man, we do so many Kickstarters. It just amazes me. The horror of these things. You know, I get stressed out watching other people.
My God, yeah. Anytime I have a Kickstarter, me and Ralph are behind the scenes, like, what's going on? Someone canceled. So like, someone canceled $200. What's going on? Up, down.
I'm like. I remember that last time. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" I was like,
I don't know. Why are you asking me? Ask God or something. I don't know.
He's like, "Thanks for the love. Anytime, bro. You know."
Of course, man. You know I got your back.
You can come back on the show. You can talk. Come on. Let's see. I'm not sure what the hell's happening Wednesday. Actually, I'm not sure what the hell is happening Wednesday. I've been so fixated on next Monday that I'm gonna have to figure it out. That just means that somebody hasn't told me that they're on the show on Wednesday. That's what that means.
Oh, so people just haven't confirmed or reached out.
Exactly. That's what it means. Because if I'm unsure, it just means that I haven't put it in my book going, so and so has said that he's gonna definitely make it.
Nothing's official then.
Oh, look, it's our buddy Andrew. All right, I think that is everything, folks.
All right.
Dwayne, anything last minute to say there?
I just appreciate everybody checking out Blood Sable and support George, get his Kickstarter funded. Just thank you for the time. I appreciate it.
Anytime, Dwayne. You can come on. You can talk stuff. You can geek out. We can have fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate the time. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, when I meet new people, I get a little nervous, but it was good. Thanks for the welcome in.
So does anybody want to tell Andrew what he's missed?
Everything.
Or does Andrew have to go rewind?
You have to rewatch it.
The entire universe exploded and then it reformed back together and then it exploded again and reformed back together and he missed all of it. I can't believe it.
There was a lot of talk about a lot of different things, Andrew, and you're gonna have to like rewind and watch the whole thing. But thanks for coming on, Andrew. It's always appreciated. I'm not gonna say it's not. No. We love Andrew here. I love running into him. He's a good guy. I like running into him in the cons. And he's been like a dude here. He's been in like every con. He used to work at everybody's con.
Yep. I'd always come across him like, oh, are you tabling? He's like, no, I'm volunteering. Like,
exactly.
My goodness.
It was one time we went to some con and I saw him. I was like, hey, I thought you were coming. He goes, well, they saw me. They gave me my money back and they put me to work.
He's a better person than I, because I would have been like, no, I'm here to sell. Give me my table.
Oh, my God. All right, folks, it has been a blast. It is Christmas time. Go out there, support your local people. Hey, a Kickstarter is a great gift to give to somebody, especially if you know what kind of comics they like.
Yeah. You shop small businesses, shop small creators. Like, Amazon doesn't need your money. We do.
Yes. And dude, you guys know you want a little sticker or two from Matta. Those things are fantastic.
Yeah, or a necklace or something, you know.
Yeah, you got so many choices.
Yep. Actually, I had more things to put on there too, but I'm doing it little by little because I'm trying to do.
Because I remember you saying you had way more stuff.
Yeah, not just stickers, but I still have like some pencil cases and dice bags and stuff. So they'll be going up there little by little.
There you have it, folks. Go check it out, and maybe soon you'll find something interesting.
Dice bags.
That roll for that one roll, it got me. So.
I think I still have it on a dice bag too. I have to check.
That's cool. All right, folks. This has been our show, and on this show, when it ends, this happens. You guys are still here? Go read.